That went really well.
Yeah, we're good. Minecraft, it's a bit popular, isn't it?
A little bit.
Well, if you combine it with one of the biggest role-playing games in Japan, you get the very fun Dragon Quest Builders.
In Dragon Quest Builders, the land has been brought to ruin by the evil Dragon Lord. You play the part of the legendary Builder, a lone mythical figure who has the power to construct things from scratch, an ability that no one else in this world seems to have.
So of course, it's up to you to rebuild the land's settlements one block at a time. And eventually clear out all the nasty monsters that currently infest the world.
I love that this sandbox-style game has a story to it. From the very start, you're given clear objectives on what you need to achieve, which at first is to grow your little settlement. But then as you meet other characters, you start picking up little quests. Which usually result in you learning new crafting recipes and seeing your population flourish.
Like in Minecraft, the world is a more dangerous place at night, so you initially need to focus on building up your town's walls and securing its rooms, in between little bouts of combat with ghosts and skeletons.
Too spooky, Darren.
But all the while, you're also free to explore and gather resources, which is done simply by hitting things the Minecraft way. Bash, 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 bash.
Being able to pursue story objectives or just exploring and crafting freely at your own pace is balanced perfectly. In fact, it made it really hard to put this game down, although you can easily get caught up in decorating when you should be out trying to save the world.
Ah, but who can resist a flowery kitchen? Or just soaking in a good bath?
Not I, Darren, not I. I thought it was interesting that you're on an island. So to get to new areas, like a big desert or mountainous area, all of which have new crafting resources and monsters to fight, you need to unlock these teleporters. That way you're getting access to new, rarer materials and new things to craft as the story progresses. At first I tried to build a bridge over to one of the other islands, but a magical force repelled me. I want to go there.
I suspect that towards the end of the game, all the areas may link up together, Bajo. The game needs to control the speed of your progress in order to deliver a well-balanced experience.
True.
In terms of the controls, I thought all the crafting and building was pretty slick. It was really easy to very quickly put things together just as I wanted at the right angles, but I found the combat was a little clunky.
Yeah, you do have to sort of hit and back off, then run in again. It's pretty basic. Some sort of lock-on or dodge roll would have really helped the combat.
Although you can craft stronger armor and weapons, as well as shields, which help to deflect and eventually negate the damage from some monsters, allowing you to stand strong and hack away. Oh, bash, bash, bash.
I like that the game has boss fights. At certain points in the story, you'll have to go up against some pretty big monsters that require a bit of Zelda-like puzzling during combat.
Oh yeah, that first big golem fight was really tough. And then to discover that I was to be transported to a new region to start from scratch with a whole new settlement, I mean, that was a bit heartbreaking at first. Until I realized you can always go back to your first town in a separate save file.
Each town does have its own specific challenges to fulfill too, which gives you good reason to spend more time there than the story requires.
Yeah, I saw there were 3 dragons to defeat in the first region. I found one, but it didn't like me very much. But that does suggest that there's lots of secrets for you to go out and discover, and it's really fun doing that.
Yeah, it was so cool coming across that big pyramid in the desert. Deep down in its corridors, I found these magic boots that stopped me from taking fall damage. Now that is very useful.
You know guys, a game like Minecraft is great because of all the freedom it gives you, but I really like the way this guides you along as an RPG. I was a little annoyed by having to constantly feed my character though, because if you get too hungry, it makes it harder to mine stuff. But really, that's just a small annoyance.
Yeah, I mean, I actually didn't mind coming up with tasty little recipes.
Oh, affirmative. Ooh, bunny burgers. Yum yum. So, what are you going to score this game, you two?
Well, I was totally engaged throughout all of this. There's lots to do and weeks of gaming in it, so I'm going to give it 4 out of 5 rubber chickens.
I honestly thought this was fantastic. I'm giving it 4.5 out of 5 rubber chickens.
Bash, bash, bash.